make the formats first, complete silence, and now onwards, even in exams, you need not read the question first directly, you need to solve it. Yes, maintain silence. No one should be talking now. KU Limited, who is talking statement of profit and loss for the year ending 31/3/17. Particulars, note number and amount, 2 columns. 30 seconds for making the columns, then I'll start, do it fast. This 20 minutes duration will observe in the second question. First question we are doing it with full understanding, so listen carefully. Next question we'll see that you make the formats in 10 minutes and then we solve the remaining part in 10 minutes. One check. We are making statement of profit and loss. Kailash. Revenue from operations. All the things we will write leaving one line, okay? Then Swara. Other incomes. This side. Total in bracket 1 plus 2. Asta. Expenses. Now I told you only for first expense you have to see the question. Do you have purchases or cost of material consumed or cost of goods sold? Purchases, do you find the third item? So purchases. Only for first item of expense you have to see the question. Then after purchases, Thakur. Now C, D, E, F, do. C, Atavle. You present yesterday. You done the homework. What happened? Doubt in the second item. Format you did not understand. Darshan. Changes in stock of finished goods. Both of you write this 20 times. Expenses, all the expenses you write 20 times, both of you. Changes in stock of finished goods. Silence everyone. Jinal. D is direct expenses. Amrita. Rushil. E is employees benefit expenses. Dimple. F is finance cost. Shivam. Yes, now C, D, E, F, do. D again stands for depreciation and amortization expenses. Janvi. And 2O stands for other expenses. The next line will write the total in outer column. Then fifth, Yuvraj. Profit before tax. How would you obtain that? In bracket 3 minus 4. Vrunda. Provision for tax. Saloni. Profit after tax.
5 minus 6.
5 minus 6. So everyone is clear with the format of profit and loss? Now in 1 minute, make the columns of balance sheet. Balance sheet as on 31/3/17. Particulars, note number and 2 columns of amount. What is the first heading? Before that, who is prompting in between? Equity and liabilities. Sumana. Shareholders, funds. Mewadi, which 2 things will come? Yes, Vanshik passed, he became senior. SR. S stands for share capital. R stands for reserves and surplus. Then Shrishti. Non-current liabilities. Which 3 things will come in non-current liabilities? Dhruv said LOL. L-O-L. Long-term borrowings, then O. Other long-term liabilities. And again L. Read them 20 times. Yes. Long-term borrowings. Silence everyone. Other long-term liabilities. Keep silence. And again L stands for long-term provisions. Then to the current liabilities. Which 4 things will come in that? Then just a minute. Coming fast. Robert. Yes, once again. Yes, then for CL, CS he did tossed. So S will come first. Short-term borrowings. Then T, trade payables. O, other current liabilities. And again S, short-term provisions. And total. I said a lot of noise is coming. Maintain silence. Now assets, non-current assets. What all will come in that? Then yes. Fund low. FNLO. F stands for fixed assets. Within fixed assets, tangible, intangible. And non-current assets, non-current investments, L, long-term loans and advances, and O, other non-current assets. Then Akansha, current assets, current liabilities,
Oh, sorry, current investment.
current investments, short-term loans and advances, other current assets. So now we did CA, current assets, he became Commissioner of Income Tax. So current investments, CIDI, inventories. See, I'm having less space, so I'm writing it together, but see that you write it leaving one line. T, trade receivables. Then you did CS, cash and cash equivalents. S, short-term loans and advances. Then put O, other current and rule. Do you understand this? This is AB, ABC, ABCD. Who all are writing it still? Raise your hand who all are writing it still. Shall I start with the question? Everyone has written it?
Yes.
Anyone writing it still? Raise your hand. So now be attentive. Equity share capital. Lavina, share capital. Write down equity share capital 2,40,000. Everything will come in first column of amount. Then the way office and sales expenses. Other expenses, office and sales expenses 24,000. Krina, purchases, directly against purchases 4,26,000. Then Dhruv, 10% debentures, Dhruv Patel. Long-term borrowings, 10% debentures 1,20,000. Krishna, sales, revenue from operations 9,60,000. Tarun, software, intangible fixed asset 1,20,000. Renuka, wages,
Employee benefit.
employees benefit. Do we have salary also?
Yes.
So write in inner column. In employees benefit expenses, write wages in particulars column itself 24,000. Okay. Then we have debenture interest. Finance cost 3 lakhs. Salary will also come in. Employees benefit expenses. Sorry, salary is 3 lakhs. Debenture interest 12,000. Salary will also come in employees benefit expenses 3 lakhs. And now in first column of amount you'll write 3,24,000. Means employees benefit expenses are 3,24,000. That includes wages 24,000 and salary 3 lakh. Did everyone understand this? Anyone having any doubt in employees benefit expenses? Then Karmic bank overdraft, short-term borrowings 14,400. Then Tejaswini land building, tangible fixed assets, land and building 2,28,000. Neil Patel opening stock. How do we find changes in stock of finished goods? So coming changes in stock of finished goods. Okay, there, right, opening stock. Again, like wages, write it in particulars column 36,000. Like wages, write it in particulars column 36,000. Palak, discount received, other incomes 15,600. Discount received 15,600. Sales will come in outer column and even this discount in outer column 15,600. Okay. Then these are debtors. So are debtors. You write this 50 times debtors are trade receivables. Debtors will come in trade receivables 1,80,000. Yes, now complete it fast up till here everyone, then I'll take up with the adjustments. Only two short and simple adjustments are there. Raise your hand who are still writing it. Completed? Yes. Now listen everyone. First adjustment. Closing stock 42,000 will have two effects. Be attentive. One, minus in changes in stock of finished goods. Minus closing stock 42,000 and first column of amount minus 6,000. Okay, 36,000 minus 42,000, first column of amount minus 6,000. Got it everyone? And second effect in inventories. In inventories, write closing stock 42,000. Did everyone understand the two effects? One effect of closing stock, minus in changes in stock of finished goods. Second effect of closing stock in inventories. All have written that? Then make provision for tax at 50%. That we can do only when we make balancing of profit and loss. So, shall we start with the balancing? Everyone has recorded up till here? Yes. Now, total is 9,75,600. Both of you stop talking in between. Total is 9,75,600. Now here direct expenses are nil, depreciation is nil. Now total 426 minus 6, 420, 7 lakh 80,000. Total of expenses 7 lakh 80,000. Sorry, next line out to follow. Now 3 minus 4, 975 600 minus 780 195 600, 975 600 minus 780 195 600. Did everyone complete up till here?
Yes.
Now provision for tax is given 50%.
Yes.
That will be of 195 600 into 50% 97 800
Yes.
and remaining also 97 800. Did you understand this? If you remember yesterday itself I told you these two will have second effect also. Where will you write provision for tax? Short term provisions. And where will you write this? Reserves and surplus. Okay, last two things will have second effect also. So this profit, provision for tax 97,800, write it in short term provisions. Provision for tax 97,800. Did you all understand the second effect? And profit after tax, write it in reserves and surplus. Profit after tax 97,800. All are clear with the second effect of last two items of profit and loss statement? Provision for tax will come in short term provisions. Profit after tax will come in reserves and surplus. Now we have to do the balancing of balance sheet. So this is 337,800. Other long-term liabilities nil. Long-term provisions nil. Total is also 1,20,000. Trade payables nil. Other current liabilities nil. 1,12,200. 5,70,000 total of liabilities. Non-current investments nil. Then Aryan and me stop talking. Long-term loans and advances nil. Other non-current assets nil. 3,48,000. Current investments nil. Cash and cash equivalents nil. Short-term loans and advances nil. Other current assets nil. 2,22,000 plus 348, 5,70,000. So balance sheet should get added. So all have understood this question?
Yes.
Everyone is clear with it? Anyone having any doubt in this question, raise your hand. Now see, last question, 10th one is to be done. In 10th question now, I'll give you 10 minutes to make this two formats. Okay, in 10 minutes you'll make the two formats, the next 10 minutes will complete it. I'll just have to erase it only, so I'll not be making it again. In 10 minutes, everyone make the formats of question 10. Who all are still writing this, raise your hand. Because I'll erase if everyone has completed. Raise your hand if anyone is still writing a double. Completed? So question 10, all of you start making the format. One more thing. Tell me, do you have purchases or cost of material consumed or cost of goods sold? Cost of goods sold means you'll not write next two items, changes in stock of finished goods as well as direct expenses. Instead of these three, only one thing will come, cost of goods sold. And write it without seeing it from the board. Everyone should remember by now. Who all are doing it? Still raise your hand. Everyone has made the format? So let us start solving it now. Be attentive. Complete silence now. I am not asking but directly doing it, so be attentive. Sales in revenue from operations 11,25,000. Employees benefit expenses directly against employees benefit expenses 1,95,000. Stop talking. Inventories directly against inventories 1,65,000. Finance cost directly against finance cost 26250. Security premium, reserves and surplus, but write it in the same line, inner column, particulars column, because profit after tax will always be there. So in reserves and surplus, security premium
60,000.
in particulars column itself 60,000. Total of security premium and profit after tax will come in first column of amount. Understood that, everyone? Any doubts for this? Fixed assets, tangible 12 lakhs. Trade payables directly against trade payables 90,000. Then equity share capital, in share capital, equity share capital 7,50,000. Anyone still writing till equity share capital? Raise your hand. Trade receivables against trade receivables directly 60,000. Other incomes directly against other incomes 30,000. Long-term borrowings directly against long-term borrowings 5,25,000. Cash and bank balance, cash and cash equivalents 90,000. Depreciation directly against depreciation and amortization 33,750. Cost of goods sold directly against cost of goods sold 6 lakhs. And again non-current investments directly against that 2,10,000. Understood this? Complete it fast, those who are writing it still. Complete it drill. Raise your hand who is still writing up till non-current investment. No adjustments are there here. So total is 11,55,000.
8,55,000.
Other expenses are not there. Total expenses 8,55,000.
3 lakh.
1155 minus 855, 3 lakhs. No provision for tax. Profit after tax also 3 lakhs. Did you understand this? There is no adjustment of provision for tax. So profit after tax also 3 lakhs. Any confusion still here? Now profit after tax will come in reserves and surplus. 3 lakhs. So total reserves and surplus 3,60,000. Okay, total reserves and surplus in first column 3,60,000. Did everyone understand this? Now 750 and 360, 11,10,000. Other long-term liabilities nil, long-term provision nil. 5,25,000 are total non-current liabilities. Short-term borrowings nil, other current liabilities nil, short-term provisions also nil, total 90,000.
17,25,000.
Total of equity liabilities 17,25,000.
Yes.
Long-term loans and advances nil, other non-current assets nil, 14,10,000. Current investments nil, short-term loans and advances nil, other current assets nil, 3,15,000.
17,25,000.
And again total is 17,25,000. So it gets that. So everyone is clear with this chapter?
Yes.
Very scoring chapter for 11 marks. Provided, did you all do the illustrations yesterday?
Yes.
How many of you could not answer around 20 or more items? Did you try that way? Because whichever you are not able to answer, circle and write it again. How many of you could not answer less than 20 items, 10 to 20 items? So did you write it again or just circle and over? How many of you have written it second time? Very bad. Take the thing seriously because in this chapter, 100% sure you are going to have beyond your textual questions. So those items should be clear.